Well, I bought this. I just bought this like a couple of weeks ago. It was like about $80, but I needed it because I had some cassettes. But it's really cute. Oh wait, it's also, hold up. I'm sorry.
It's like a mini boombox.
It's also CD. It's CD, boombox, and radio.
Oh my God, I had one of those in high school, middle school, whatever.
All right. I'm gonna wind it down. Is that all right?
I guess.
Keep me right. I'll be there to you.
So I'm going to ask everybody in the audience when they come to change the speaker view. Okay, perfect.
I feel like I need roller skates, Carmen.
Huh?
I feel like I need roller skates.
You do. Do they still do inline skating? You remember inline skating?
I don't know that we do it in New York anymore. They remember that place? It was called Skate Key in the Bronx. They closed that.
What was it called?
Skate Key in the Bronx.
Oh, Skate-T?
Yeah, that's the only one I knew that was in New York City.
No, but what about rollerblading? You talking about
Rollerblading?
inline? You mean rollerblading?
Yeah, the rollerblading, the thin, the four. Because, I felt like that was really popular for a second, but not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Because when I came here in '99, it was everywhere.
Everybody's gone back to your regular.
I was going to say everybody went back to the regular skates. That's what I see a lot of now.
I sometimes see people with rollerblades like on the west side.
Yeah.
On the south where there's like that section for bikes and
I'm gonna turn the
skaters.
cassette over and see what we see. Let's see what we got there. Uh-oh. No joke. All right.
What do you think of my brightly vivid colored eggplant top, Ngozi?
I love it. Looks great.
It looks like black.
It's super bright. I'm amazed that you managed to find something so bright, Mo.
It's like so beautiful and jewel toned in person.
That's kind of gonna be a running theme with Mo and her bright colors. Like it looks black to me, but
I'm gonna scare you one day and like really wear like electric, like an acid green or something.
Chartreuse.
Yep, shake it up.
And then we'll know Monkey has taken over. We'll know.
Right.
I used to wear a lot of, when I worked at Isaac, I wore pink all the time because I had to.
I got
Oh.
my.
But then
So
I
if
went
Mo,
off.
I'm just thinking, Mo, if you're wearing a bright, what are Angelique, Margot, and I wearing?
Neon.
That's like neon.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bag.
I love black, but it doesn't pop on Zoom. Not with me anyway.
Right,
And
but
so
this is a beautiful purple, but it looks black.
It does, you can see the purple.
No,
I
you can see the hues of it.
You can see it.
And your lipstick.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now you can see the brand. You
The
can see the branding.
AOC, it's not her color, but it's
Muñeca.
the AOC lipstick from our meeting, that Stila.
Mhm.
Mm.
I
Right.
didn't get her color. It was a little too red for me, but
All right.
Ask Cleveland to tune in too.
I'm gonna turn off this heat.
Marcella's ready. She got her little red lipstick on.
And let's give them a couple more minutes.
what happened to our music?
Well, it was getting close to 12 o'clock. Unless you guys want music at the beginning, I didn't know. Ngozi, I didn't want to.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Because Carmen wanted to turn it off at 11:55.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it
it's
was nice
11:59.
for people to come on and hear like fun music.
I can do that.
Oh, while they wait,
Yeah.
we could do that.
All right, I'm gonna turn it back on.
Don't say I told you so, Carmen.
Good evening, everybody. We're here at Custom Collaborative for our first town hall. We know you're ready to get some great information on redesigning fashion, Sit back, relax, get a glass of wine, and have a good time on Friday. This is the way we bring in the afternoon. We're going to party with you.
Carmen.
Passion is fun. All right.
Someone has the name.
Hello,
Oh,
Jasmina. Hi, Jasmina. I think I know you.
I see you're with this
Jasmina, I need your yoga mat. I keep hearing so great things about it.
Jasmine, I love your
Thank you.
backdrop.
So, Jasmine, I would have got a scarf, but I couldn't do two. I had to choose. I'm gonna use the mat a lot more than the scarf right now. So, I used it this morning and did my core workout.
I told you are the honorary client because you're the first client of Onyeka. So you're going to
I'm the first what?
first client.
I'm your first client for Onyeka?
Yeah, so you're going to be in the history, in our history books.
Oh, good. I made history. Thank you. Well, we got to establish a lifelong relationship then. I'm with you for life now.
Oh, good.
Thanks so much. We have some guests entering. It's 12:01. We're just going to wait until about 12:03 and then get started. And in the meanwhile, we'll just enjoy a few more seconds of DJ Carmen's music.
Yes. This is DJ Carmen presenting some old school house music from 1992. Welcome, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Ngozi.
Hi, Carmen. And Carmen, just by way of introduction, is our development manager and again, resident DJ. So we'll give it about one more minute.
Welcome to Friday, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Hello, I think I see quite a few people here. It's great.
Thank you so much, Carmen.
All right.
For jazzing it up for us and having some entry music. And thank you everybody for being here today. So this is our Custom Collaborative's first ever town hall. My name is Ngozi Okaro, and I'm Executive Director of Custom Collaborative. I see some friends in the audience, and I'm so excited to introduce you to our community, which includes our program participants, staff, and friends. And again, I'm Ngozi Okaro and really appreciate you being here during your Friday lunch hour. So today we're going to talk about a few things. As you know, from the tagline, the conversation is about redesigning the fashion industry through workforce development, gender and racial equity, and sustainability. Specifically, we'll focus on what Custom Collaborative has been doing these past several months, I guess, year, and what we look forward to in 2021 and beyond. So let me just share with you a few things about Custom Collaborative. For one, our primary purpose is to provide opportunity for women to develop careers in sustainable fashion so they can have businesses or careers of their own with others. We do that in a few ways, but really foundational to our work is providing equitable opportunity to women. We want to make sure that the women who are from immigrant or low income or Black and Brown Indigenous communities have an opportunity to have just fair wages and really dignified work. And we're excited to be a part of that. We do our work in three ways. One, we have a training institute where we provide free training, including a stipend and a Metro card and other assistance to women who are interested in learning how to be in the fashion industry. And that can show up in many ways, which you'll hear about later. The other part of our work is a business incubator where we provide continued support for the women to learn and grow their skills, develop businesses, be connected to employers for apprenticeships, internships, or outright jobs. And again, so we can all learn more. One of the ways that we do that is by working with small and emerging designers, helping them with their projects, which provides a way for the women who we work with to learn and practice more while having guidance from our experienced team. And the third part of our work is developing worker-owned cooperatives. A worker-owned cooperative is like any other business, except that the people doing the work are also the owners. So they help make decisions, including what clients to take, what rates to charge, and how to distribute wages fairly themselves. Our first launched cooperative is Fashion That Works Production, and you'll hear from a member a little later. And tying everything into our work is our core belief in sustainability and social justice. We recognize that the way that the fashion industry has operated is not sustainable. It deprioritizes the environment and is extractive and harmful to the people who work in it, specifically the people who make our clothing. So in addition to the training that we provide, we are also advocates among and with other organizations, and of course with the women we serve. And we do considerable work ourselves on anti-racism training. That's both internal and external. And you'll hear more about that later. So at this point, I would like to introduce our lead instructor, Angelique Terrelong, so she can talk to you about what we're doing. And I suggest that you change to speaker view, since there are so many people, you want to be able to focus on who's talking. Over to you, Angelique.
Thank you, Ngozi. And good afternoon. My name is Angelique Terrelong, and I'm the lead instructor at Custom Collaborative. I have over 35 years of experience in the fashion industry, working as a fashion designer, both domestically and internationally, and as an independent designer. I also taught fashion design to incarcerated women for over 4 years. And now I have the honor of teaching fashion design for the Training Institute at Custom Collaborative. This past year, due to COVID-19 and the pandemic, we've had to pivot to virtual learning. Some of the things I learned about our ability to teach virtually, that one, it was possible. It would require patience, and some more patience. But it just needed to keep in mind to take things slowly and keep in mind that students learn differently, visually, audibly, and kinetically. And I had to realize that things were going to look different and be different, and just to be open. One of the things was to always keep the classes engaging. And one of the ways we did that was like with a virtual field trip to a museum in Paris. The students actually got to go room by room, look at artwork, and experience going to a famous museum in Paris. Also, the students, I had to get used to them submitting their work via Slack and emails, and I could review their stitches and their work and the quality of their work virtually, but it was definitely possible. We continue the education now after graduation with one of our Workshop Wednesdays, which is a weekly virtual class of continuing ed training with the past participants. And it helps Custom Collaborative keep engaged with our participants. And we see this moving forward where we can possibly even offer this now to participants out of state. We also do a Masterclass Friday where we invite industry leaders to come and do guest lectures. It exposes our participants to have an inside look at different varied jobs in the fashion industry. And also for our lecturers, they've become so engaged that they have extended themselves and offering mentorship after appearing as a guest lecturer. Moving forward for 2021, we're very excited that we're going to be partnering with the University of Fashion beginning January 2021. It's a collaboration with Custom Collaborative, where University of Fashion is offering a one-year scholarship to participants. It's an on-demand library of fashion design video lessons. I will be working with the students on their video lessons and reviewing and giving homework, just the same as if we were in the classroom together. And I'm very excited because now some of the top fashion schools throughout the country are using the same training from University of Fashion, and we'll be able to offer this to our students free of charge. So one of the other things that I have done is offer my virtual office hours so that I can have one-on-one consultations with students as they move forward, expanding their learning and training, and projects come up. They come upon challenges. They know my office doors are open and I can sit down with them and have one-on-one sessions and walk them through their projects and offer them support as they move forward and grow. Also, during these office hours, I have the opportunity to work with our first co-op members as they get on new projects and help them grow and navigate through the different challenges of being business owners for the first time. I'd like to interview one of our past graduates from this last cohort. Her name is Marcela Peralta. Marcela, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us and doing this. I just wanted to ask you two questions. So let me start. How was your training at Custom Collaborative benefit to you?
The training has benefited me tremendously because before Custom Collaborative, I was trying to navigate the fashion biz blindly. I didn't know how to sew. I didn't know about pattern making. I barely even knew about business. So with the skills that I learned from my instructors, Miss Angelique and Miss Veronica, I have a better idea of how to be a better entrepreneur and a better designer.
Great, wonderful. Also, tell me about the opportunities that Custom Collaborative have provided to you after graduation.
Wow, there's been so many opportunities and possibilities since graduating that's been continuing forward. I'm so proud to say that I've won one of their contests for a licensing deal to get my line produced in Pakistan with the 1432 organization free of charge, which is amazing. And just being able to be included in the holiday market where we're making things, we can sell things through Custom Collaborative. The workshops, the master classes are so inspiring. And even, the funding that they announce for us and the services moving forward have been a big support for me in my fashion career.
Great. So it's easy to say that the 14-week program was just the beginning of your learning and support from Custom Collaborative.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, at this time, I'd like to pass it on to Miss Veronica Jones. Veronica?
Hello, everyone. It's wonderful that you all decided to join us with our wonderful town hall presentation. I have enjoyed a long and varied career in the business of fashion, moving from an executive training program to become a buyer, to move and transition into the wholesale end of the business, and also to work in sales and marketing. The experience I am happy to share with Custom Collaborative. I started with the first cohort of Custom Collaborative as their entrepreneurship coach. The women inspired me to share all my experiences and to encourage them to imagine what their life could be once they adapt the skills. They could become an artisan, they could become a business owner, or they could work with anyone in sales, become a seamstress, and learn what all the opportunities are available to them in the business of fashion. I believe that these women have the courage and the stamina to become whatever their heart desires, whatever they dream. Visualize and it will materialize. Custom Collaborative has an excellent program that lasts for 14 weeks, and these women really are dedicated and continue to grow. One of our graduates from 2019, Stacy Moss, came up with the idea of a holiday market. The holiday market is online, and we launched it Small Business Saturday. We're getting great reaction to the items that were designed, handmade, and produced by the participants. Please go to our website where you can see all these great items. They're great gifts for giving. I would like to introduce Naya, who shared her experience, to share her experiences for Custom Collaborative. Naya was on a journey with me in the first cohort. Naya, I would like to ask you several questions. Please share the highlights of your journey with Custom Collaborative, and also how you decided to start your own business, Athie's Clothing.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Veronica, for that question. So my name is Ifunanya Onyekwere. I graduated from Custom Collaborative Training Institute. And the highlight was, for me, I always say, is the confidence building. Like, I came there because I've just moved from Nigeria, and I was so scared to, focus on my career because I had people tell me I can't do this in America. And then coming here and going to Custom Collaborative, they told me otherwise. They did not only tell me, like, they have continuously provide me, all the necessary skills, the necessary everything, the necessary things required for me to succeed in this industry. And my highlight is the fact that so many things I felt that I can't do, like, they built me up so that I can be able to build that. Thank you.
Were you considering launching your own line before joining Custom Collaborative?
Not really. I was actually considering to be a nurse because they told me to go do that. That's the only way you can make money in America. And I'm so, like, happy that I came to Custom Collaborative, and they have told me you can do it, and I can see the manifest is already happening for me, and I'm so excited to see what the future has for me.
Naya has been terrific. She even designed a collection for us after Black Panther premiered, the Wakanda collection that we showcased at Mount Morris Park, or Marcus Garvey Park in Harlem. Naya is also part of Fashion That Works Production Cooperative. I would like her to share how that Fashion That Works production became an entity.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Fashion That Works production is in New York City's first and only fashion workers cooperative developed by Custom Collaborative. And we, 6 women, we graduated from Custom Collaborative and Sewing Institute, and we've been working to start running this garment manufacturing business for a year. And we legally established our cooperative this June. So it has been, a great learning experience and a journey with the fellow members. We are a diverse group of people with different cultural backgrounds. We have had our misunderstandings. We've had our ups and downs. We have lots of arguments, and it's very important to express ourselves, because that's what a cooperative do. We decide everything that happens. We vote, we discuss and implement our ideas. So it is expected to have misunderstandings, and we've learned a lot from. We have learned to be honest, to be open to each other, to trust each other, and also have express our opinions with respect to others, and listen carefully what other members have to say too. And we've had a big challenge of we have one big challenge of we have one big challenge that we have is that it's difficult to have with some vendors to pay fair wage, because they are used to paying in cheap wages and for manufacturing. So this is something we need to change, and we will continue to voice our opinions to the industry, so that on benefits of paying fair wages and to the garment manufacturing. And we will continue to focus on expanding our business in the fair and sustainable ways. We are immigrant mothers, women, and wives. And by expanding our business, we can give ourselves and our families health benefits and better lives. And on the way to achieve our dreams, we will continue learning from each other and also value each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Naya. You are fabulous.
Thank you, Ms. V.
To Ms. Ngozi Okara.
Thank you so much, Veronica and Naya and Angelique and Marcella. You guys are inspiring me, and it looks like the berets and the hoodie scarf sets are inspiring people as well. I want to turn right now to Mo, who has been working with us and will tell you some more news.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohini Tadikunda, and I was a fashion designer for over 15 years for luxury brands and Fortune 500 companies. But the extreme environmental and humanitarian impact I witnessed in the garment industry inspired me to change careers to do social impact work. I've been with Custom Collaborative since February 2020. I work directly as a career and business strategy coach, and I'm also a program consultant for the organization. I'm here today to share with you our important anti-racism work. From its conception, Custom Collaborative has operated with anti-racist principles as part of normal business practice and strategy. Because we train vulnerable women to enter the workforce, we are responsible for sending them into safe work environments and have always made sure we partner with companies we deem to be safe. But in light of the events of the past summer, leading to the heightened awareness of racial inequities and injustice, particularly against Black bodies, we decided to formalize this work both within our organizational operations as well as externally with existing and potential garment industry partners. Internally, we have dedicated time and a safe space for moderated conversations on racism in society and in the workplace for our staff members, who are currently made up 100% of people of color, 75% of whom are Black. Discussing these issues openly and acknowledging the effects on our personal lives is essential to the mental well-being of our staff members and to their ability to effectively support our important work. Externally, we have developed an anti-racism curriculum and are now offering workshops to initiate the organizational work of garment industry businesses. Our introductory workshops run approximately 2.5 hours and cover an overview of essential terminology and history of racism and anti-Black racism, identifying your company or department's current state as an exclusionary organization, a fully inclusive, anti-racist, multicultural organization, or falling somewhere in between from your employees' perspectives. Awareness of harmful behaviors in business culture through Black, Indigenous, and people of color's perspectives. The difficult truths behind creating safe space in the workplace. How to be an effective bystander and support your coworkers effectively and appropriately. And recommendations for your company's continued internal discussion, growth, and insight. If you are interested in learning more about our anti-racism workshops, please visit our website's Get Involved section and send us a note. I will be happy to share more info about how this project has helped Custom Collaborative evolve and discuss how we can partner on this important and essential work. Thank you. Passing back to you, Ngozi.
Thank you so much, Mo, for sharing that information. Now I'm going to turn it over to Margot, who has even more exciting information to share with us. Margot?
Yes, thank you, Ngozi. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Margot, and I'm a business development consultant here at Custom Collaborative. I work on a number of projects here, including workforce development. Sustainable employment is very important to what we do here, and it's important to prepare our ladies for that. We know that the fashion industry is $1 billion industry, and here in New York City alone, the garment industry accounts for 1/3 of manufacturing jobs, generating $10+ billion in wages and about $2 billion in tax revenue. Our aim here at Custom Collaborative is to ensure that the women whose labor constitutes the working capital of this industry have access to that wealth, the wealth that they create in proportion to their value. We are currently building internships and apprenticeships that are paid and compensated, designed to prepare them for specific work in this industry, and also to help them become financially independent. That's our goal in whatever path they choose within the fashion industry. We are confident that with access to our training, specialized training with apprenticeships and internships and ongoing support, our graduates will excel. We know that internships and apprenticeships are important. They help people go into non-traditional paths of career development. They create a pipeline for competent workers, prepare for the workforce, and they provide in-depth instruction in technical areas. Also, while they earn, they learn. Our pilot apprenticeship program this summer was with Mar Hoffman, and we had 3 graduates participate for a 6-week technical training apprenticeship. They worked virtually with Mar Hoffman staff, and they learned skills in tech design. Jasmina Bertie is a proud graduate and participated in our inaugural apprenticeship. She did very well, and I'm going to introduce her to you now. Jasmina, will you join me?
Hi, hello everyone.
Jasmina, I'm going to ask you a few questions about your experience. You were part of the 2nd cohort some times ago, and we are up to the 8th cohort now. What has helped you stay involved in Custom Collaborative?
Again, thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk today about my experience with the Custom Collaborative. I have always had a passion for fashion, wellness, and sustainability, and always fostered a mindful consumption habit. So, and the background that I also got from the oil and gas industry, it installed me to look at more sustainable practices, social responsibility, ecological integrities. And when I came across the Custom Collaborative flyer in my church, and I researched what they were about, it was kind of a eureka feeling for me, you know? So, okay, something that I like, some with missions that I also have the same kind of mission. So their fashion design and internship program taught me about standard techniques and ethical business practices of the fashion industry. So they taught me about how to sew, how to have a sustainable fashion equipped with the design skills. They teach me, Veronica was one of our instructors. She taught us about the internship, fashion industry internship, a business plan. So they gave me foundations so that I could start something of my own, which is a fashion brand. So it's been a very good experience. And also Custom Collaborative continues to be a bridge, if I can say that, for us, because either with their continuing education programs like the masterclass Fridays and the workshop Wednesday that Miss Angelique just said, or by connecting us with the industry players, by advocating for us, by mentorshiping us, they're always finding a ways to always showcase our products. Like for example, now with the holiday market, with the work that the collaboration that we are going to have with FabScrap on January. So Customer Collaborative has been always there for us. So for that, I'm really thankful, and I've learned a lot. Customer Collaborative has been really very a force in the for low-income women, immigrant women, and they've been doing a great job. So I have to be thankful for that as well.
Yeah, thank you. Can you tell us what you have accomplished since graduating from the cohort 2?
Sure, for sure. So I graduated in 2018. I felt very much part of the family before, but I still feel part of the family, even though I graduated 2 years ago, because Customer Collaborative has been always supportive to us in a way that to making sure that we continue to have the tools to succeed. The mission hasn't been like a one-time deal, it's been an ongoing deal. They are there always. For example, I was selected to be part of the apprenticeship program with Mara Hoffman, together with Paulette. She's also here today, and Angelique, Angela, through the Customer Collaborative effort. So the apprenticeship with Mara Hoffman really increased some of my fashion and design skills that I already had through the Customer Collaborative training, and also gave me new skills like the draping skill, like the sample development, the production and manufacturing skills. So it has been really helpful, and this is a highlight for me. The other highlight that with the collaboration with 1432, I recently won the Black Designers Matters Fellowship, which is a 1432 collaboration with the Customer Collaborative, and I'm going to be featuring also my clothing line in their production line, like Marcella. So these are some of the highlights, and I couldn't again say thanks enough to all the partners that have been supporting Customer Collaborative, like Mara Hoffman, like 1432, like FabScrap, like Swarovski, for they continuing their part towards a more sustainable, fair world. And also I have to say a big thanks for Customer Collaborative for being there always for us,
Yeah, I want to just say that Jasmina has created a beautiful yoga mat that's on the holiday market. I don't do yoga, and I'm going to purchase one. I haven't seen it myself yet in this virtual world, but every one of the staff have seen it, have been raving about it. So you please go and look for that, a yoga mat and the scarf that she's made. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Ngozi for some Q&A. Ngozi?
Thank you so much, Margot and Jasminia. And yes, that yoga mat is a fan favorite. I don't know if everybody has seen it or not. I've seen a couple of links. We actually did a preview feature on Saturday on Instagram Live, and the show co-host bought the mat that we demoed. So please go look at it. So right now, I want to open the floor for questions and answers. So yes, we're excited, happy to take your questions, and the most qualified person will answer it. So I do see a question for a participant. How did you overcome some of your biggest challenges in learning about fashion and design? Let me ask Marcella.
How did I overcome my biggest challenges? Well, I just had to focus myself and really rely on the instruction also from my Miss T and Miss Veronica to really guide me through the unknown of what I didn't know in fashion.
That's great. Thank you so much, Marcella. That's great to know. So let's see, what else? Naya, how would you answer that question?
So how did I overcome? So the fact that I have the best team, like where I can always go and pour out my frustration every time, I call you up and like tell you these, I don't think I can continue, like I need this and that. And you constantly like feed me, build up me up and tell me, see, you can do that. And I can always go to Miss Angelique, I can go to Mo, I can go to Miss Veronica, everybody, like they are always there to like answer you whenever you call them. And that is enough to like overcome every challenge that I have. So I'm so grateful for that.
Thank you, Naya. I just received another question. How do participants learn to balance their family and work? So I'm actually going to direct that to Jasminia, who has 3 young children. So go for it, Jasminia.
You have to learn how to juggle, and a lot of stretching and pushing. But the most important thing is to have someone that supports you around. My husband he's been a good support for me. He is always there, like go for it, and taking time, even sometimes himself, like if he has things to do, he's doing things with the babe on his lap, just making sure that I can participate, for example, on the Wednesdays workshops or the master class. So support of the family and friends is very good. Of your significant others is always good as well. We look at things with optimism. We look at things like saying, okay, I have to do that, is a sacrifice, but I have to do what I have to get what I want to do. So you just sacrifice yourself. You just try to organize yourself time-wise. And time management is important as well. Just make sure time management is making sure that everyone is around you knows how things are working and how can we manage to do everything and have space for everyone to do their individual things. So it's been a journey, but a very, very wonderful journey, so we can get what we want to get and accomplish our dreams. So we are surviving.
Great, thank you, Jasminia. A great answer. I just came across another question. What is the best advice you've received at Custom Collaborative? So let me turn to Marcella to answer that question.
The best advice I would say came from Miss Veronica. If your mind could see it, you can achieve it. And I really use that as my motto whenever either I'm getting frustrated or designing something new or just planning my next steps in my fashion career. It helps me to push forward, push through.
That's great. Thank you. Who,
Can I add? Sorry.
Yes,
Can I add
I was
to
just
that?
yeah.
Okay, so my best advice was one time I called Ngozi and was sad about a design that didn't go right. And she told me, you can be sad for 1 hour. Just think of what next to do. I didn't expect that. Like I didn't, it was as if she didn't even care. She's like, okay, go be sad for 1 hour and think of how to continue. I was like, okay.
Well, I'm not so sure that I would have called on you if I know that was going to be your answer. Okay, but so I think I was suggesting that, yeah, things will happen. We're going to experience it and we're going to move on and not dwell in it. I think that is how I would interpret that. So thank you. Very great. So I see a question to the instructors, and so I'm going to turn this over to Angelique. The question is a full-on virtual training possible?
Angelique had to step out for a second.
Oh,
but
right. Sorry. So then actually I will answer that based on the conversation that I've had with Angelique on Tuesday and the conversations that I've had in prior weeks. So a virtual training is possible in some senses, right? So the class that graduated in June, they graduate, they worked 2 or 3 weeks in person and then moved virtually. One of the challenges that we would have in offering a virtual training is, one, logistically, everybody doesn't have access to technology in the way that we do right now. So some of the things that we've done in the past several months is loan people laptops or iPads or hotspots or even sewing machines. Another challenge is that with the ongoing disruption of the public school system, it's not clear for the people, and most of them, most of the women in our program are the primary caretakers. It's not clear how they would be able to juggle not just the children being in and out of school, but also the limited bandwidth and the limited technology that they have in their house, if they have it. So as Angelique talked about the Fashion University, that is an extension of the training. And, again, we will continue to provide technology where we can. But from what I hear, some of the top universities have been having problems moving to an all virtual training. But Paulette, maybe you can talk to us a little bit about your virtual training experience, both with Custom Collaborative and then with the Custom Collaborative Mara Hoffman initiative. As soon as you unmute yourself.
So sorry. Good afternoon. My name is Paulette Pinnock, and migrated from Jamaica in 2005. A recent graduate of cohort 8. My virtual experience doing fashion on Zoom it wasn't easy. I had a son who's still doing online school, so it was very hard for us. But as Jasmine said, you have to have support. My husband, when on his day off, he was a support. Make sure you have things in order. I take notes, I tick off as I go along. That keeps me ahead of things and balanced. But the learning experience from my teachers, it was great. The students were, in every classroom you have difficulties and challenges, but you have to make up your mind to focus and to know exactly what you want to accomplish out of it. And I knew that I wanted to learn no matter what. And because Custom Collaborative continued to open the door for us to be, they could have said, okay, we have to, we have Corona, so things has to shut down, but they opened the doors for us and continued to give us the support that we needed. And I grasped it. I took everything that I could take in. There were days when I was so overwhelmed, but the encouragement of Miss Mo, my coach, and Miss T and Miss Veronica encouraged, and Miss Ngozi encouraged and inspired me to go along. It is possible to do, to learn through Zoom if you have everything that you needed. I was lucky to have an iPad that I had, and my son had one from the government, so we could work through Zoom. But it is possible. I don't know about now, but then everything worked out together for our good. And I just want to say thank you to Custom Collaborative, and also for the apprenticeship of Mara Hoffman. Our teacher, she was very effective. When we went in, she told us to claim who we were, because we were, I was very afraid to say I was a designer, and she encouraged us to own who we were. And every day she would send us an affirmation, and that was really encouraging. We did the work, and it was a great experience. I learned technical designing. I learned to do draping, pattern making, construction and production, grading. I didn't know any of these things before I went in, because as I said, we were on Zoom, so we didn't have that hands-on. When we were at Custom Collaborative, I didn't have the hands-on experience as some of the other cohorts. But it was challenging, but it was great at the same time, because I've heard and I've so much experience, and I'm excited for my future. So thank you so much, Mara Hoffman, Custom Collaborative, and my teachers, Miss Mo, Miss T, Miss Veronica, Margot, who encourage us along the way. Thank you so much. And all the technical persons behind us and the donors. Thank you so much for being a part of our lives, because you have improved our lives greatly, and given us the tools that we need to succeed in the fashion industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Paulette, for helping us answer that question. It looks like we have another question. Are both the incubator and the cooperative going to be accepting small batch production orders? And if so, how do we at Custom Collaborative decide where each particular opportunity goes? And so let's see, so that's a great question. The cooperative Fashion That Works production is taking both smaller and larger orders, which probably Ifunanya or Christina can talk about, but they do work depending on what it is. I know that they just had a project that was over 400 pieces, so they can do larger things than the incubator. As the cooperative has really just been getting its feet and accepting its first customers in the past couple of months, they are in some ways taking over where the incubator leaves off. So the incubator can then now focus specifically on sampling and pattern making and some of the other small things where some of the foundational things, whereas then the cooperative Fashion That Works production can take over the larger orders that are just really ready to go, people ready to churn them out. Hope that answers the question. And yes, again, I'm seeing some shouts out to Paulette. Thank you so much, Paulette. I just need to let everybody know that I threw that at Paulette. The question came up. I thought Ms. T would answer the question, but it seemed to make sense that Paulette, who experienced the virtual learning, would be able to share her own story of, does this work? And it sounds like Paulette said, if you have the very perfect situation in terms of a husband who will take his day off, an extra iPad from the government for your child, and bandwidth. So, and even in those circumstances, you will miss draping and pattern making, but we can pick it up later. So thank you so much, Paulette, for jumping in. And I also need to say that while we're talking about Paulette, everybody should look at the website, at the shop page that I think is going to be dropped in, and see Paulette's lovely, sparkly holiday and beyond pillows that she hand beaded herself. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Paulette. I want to be mindful of our time. We've got about 10 more minutes. Of course, many of you might know about our mask making, right? That in the summer, one of the things that we did was pivot to making masks so the ladies could earn income and we could provide support to the community. We started making masks very early, before almost anyone. And so we were donating and selling masks. Thanks to Veronica, we found some nursing homes, some healthcare facilities, some low actually low-wage workers, and we were able to donate masks, thousands of masks to those groups. So thank you so much for continuing to buy our masks. I think that we had no idea that we would need to be wearing masks for so long. Looks like we'll be wearing masks into 2021, well into 2021. But we have lots of different great masks and styles. Custom Collaborative itself collaborated with Lafayette 148 to come up with some special masks, some silk masks, some Minnie and Me masks, Hanky Panky. You'll see these masks on our website as well to make some really great masks. And Mara Hoffman, as well as our own Unity mask, which we'll share. But let me turn to Mo, because Mo and I have some opinions about the Hanky Panky mask. Mo, anything you'd like to say about them?
I absolutely love my Hanky Panky masks, and I hate to say this, but they're my favorite masks. And people have actually stopped me on the street when I'm wearing them. And it seems a little weird because they're underwear lace, but they're just like these really cool lace masks. They have a black version and a leopard print version, but then they're lined with cotton. So they're obviously, not porous. So they protect you from germs. But there's something about the fit, the way the lace stretches, the straps. It's really my most comfortable and breathable mask. If I'm going to be in a tight space, like if I'm going on the bus or going to be indoors for some reason, I will opt for a heavier mask. But if I'm just going to be outside or not indoors talking to anyone for a long period of time, that's my preferred mask. And they are available for sale. You can find the link to it on our website, or you can go on Hanky Panky's website and they're selling it there.
Thank you, Mo. So I'm glad that you described the mask in the way that you did. So it's non-controversial. People don't have to think that our masks are not the favorite mask, but there's just different varieties. And so then here's one of the Hanky Panky leopard print masks. And here's one of Custom Collaborative's Unity masks that I talked about. And so this one is a faux kente cloth. And so the Unity masks are African print. And really, this was Veronica's idea to have a unity in the community mask, because there has been so much unrest and unhappiness as we realize the situation in this country and think about how we can unite in a fair way that values all people. So thank you again, Veronica, for that idea. And I guess since we're talking about masks, I'll just show you one other mask. This is made of a fabric from Carl Goldberg Shirt Company. One of the things that I love about our mask is that they are really comfortable fabric. So the company is a custom shirting company. And so the masks are all reusable, are environmental issues, reversible, and very comfortable on the face because they're a high grade cotton. I did see a question. Somebody asked about the meaning of Jasminia's company name. Can you share that with us, Jasminia?
Hi, thank you. Thanks for asking. Was Carmen that asked this? Onyeka means, actually is an Igbo name from Nigeria. It means who is greater than the Lord. No one is greater than the Lord. So that's the meaning of Onyeka. Yes.
Thank you so much, Jasminia. Yeah, it's good to know Angola is borrowing across the continent.
Thank you.
Okay, are there any more questions for us? Oh, great. Oh, great. So Stacy just sent a message that they're shooting video. So that means there's going to be new products on our website for some leather bags in the holiday marketplace. And so let us talk about the future of Custom Collaborative. So for 2020, we've got a couple of things going on. actually in 2021, I should say. I'd like to get through 2020. In 2021, starting in mid-January, we're going to be the featured designer, Custom Collaborative will be, at Fab Scrap. And so Fab Scrap is another sustainable fashion nonprofit in New York. They have a storefront, and we will have our makers' products featured in their physical and virtual storefront. So we're really excited about them. They started about the same time as Custom Collaborative. And again, we're both focused on sustainable fashion. Part of the work that they do is to get excess fabric from fashion companies, and they either sell it or recycle it for insulation. So we're really glad to be continuing to work with them. They were actually one of our favorite field trip spots because we would go and learn sorting and learn about different fabrics and their environmental impact. And as communities of color who are frequently left out of the conversation about environmental sustainability, it's really important for us that environmentalism is core to our coursework, as well as advocating for how we can have cleaner and more sustainable spaces for ourselves. So excited about that. Other things that we will be doing in 2021 and beyond is really expanding our work. So as you heard, we've had 8 cohorts of Training Institute students. We have launched our first cooperative. We've worked with more than 100 clients through our business incubator. We think that we have established a model, and so we are working on plans to expand it. After we were on the Today Show, and even before that, people were asking if we would bring a Custom Collaborative to their city. And so that is an idea. In the next, say, 5 years, we want to be in at least 3 cities. And we feel that there's an opportunity, especially as we view this shift in the fashion industry, to really envision and expand how fashion can be good for community and how community can create fashion. With that, I think that I can turn it over to Carmen to talk about what's going on in 2020.
Hi, everybody. My name is Carmen Ballantyne, and I'm a development manager here with Custom Collaborative. And in my past, I've had the fortunate opportunity to raise money for organizations like WBGO Jazz Radio, New York Urban League, and AMFAR, the Foundation for AIDS Research. So I'm happy to be spending my time and energy with this great organization. It's been really exciting. And I just wanted to showcase one of my Custom Collaborative masks. This is one of my favorite ones. I like a little print there. So I have my own Custom Collaborative products here at my home. So I'm very happy to be supporting women-owned businesses with my resources. I just want to share with you that one of the things that we're doing right now is we just kicked off our end of the year campaign on Giving Tuesday. We had a great launch. We are raising $25,000 by the end of the year, $25,000 or more. And you can support us by making a contribution. There is the link where you can make a contribution right in the chat. Or if you want to do text to donate, you can text to donate at send a code to 44321. And the code that you would send is CC, Custom Collaborative, CC Women Lead. That's CCWOMEN Lead, L-E-A-D. And so we've had a great kickoff with that. And we want your support, of course, to help us support these lovely participants like Jasmina, Naya, and Paulette, and Marcella, who are doing some wonderful things, and Stacy. It's been a great time to support them. So you can join us with that support. The other thing I want to share is we also have our holiday market, and the holiday market is amazing. There's some wonderful products on there. This is a season of giving, and I can't think of a better way to give than to actually use our dollars to support women who are creating their own businesses. And so I have the fortunate opportunity. I'm the fortunate one who has a Onyeka yoga mat. So it was my first purchase. It actually comes with a lovely strap so I can carry it around. but the strap also has a dual purpose where you can do stretching with it as well. And this particular one, I can't do any exercise on it for you, but I can show you that it has a beautiful design. This is gorgeous. And so I love looking at this design as I do my stretches in the morning. And so this is one of the wonderful products that we have at the holiday market. So please support them and give some great gifts to your family, your friends, and your loved ones. You'll be happy to do it. And I think that's about it. I'm going to turn it back to Ngozi.
Thank you so much, Carmen. And thank you all for joining us at this town hall today. I do feel a little bit left out. So Carmen talked about his custom collaborative maker products. I just want to show this top that I'm wearing by IFES. It's a beautiful silk charmeuse. It's part of her custom collection. And so now you understand why I told her she can feel sorry for herself for an hour and then just go make some more beautiful clothes, right? So again, thank you for joining us. Please add us on Instagram. It's at Custom Collab, CUSTOM just one L, and reach out for more information at info@customcollaborative.org. So again, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate this. This is our first ever town hall. You've been a great audience, and I feel like we'll have to have some more. So have a great December. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Go DJ.
Great job, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great
Thank
talk.
you. Take care.